to dream. I think I had a lot of dreams. I wanted to have a horse. That actually one of my biggest dreams was that when I walked home from school to my home, that all of a sudden a horse would appear next to me with all the stuff that I needed to take care of this horse. And then later we moved to a farm and I got my horse. And actually I got several horses and it was a lot of work, but we had so much fun. It was really an amazing time. And at another time I was doing a lot of theater with my friends and we were writing musicals and performing for our friends. And I wanted to be a musical star until I was 16 or something. And I was singing all the time. And then computers came into my life and then that became my dream. And I made my own websites. And that was really a lot of fun. I think I had a lot of dreams and also a lot of them came true.
Good. What has been your greatest achievement so far in your life?
My greatest achievement. I think finishing my studies was a great achievement because I was searching for a long time what I should study and nothing really appealed to me because working was a lot more fun than studying. And then I found what I wanted to study and it was really so much hard work for me. I'm not a quick learner. I really need to get into whatever it is that what I'm learning, and to finish that was quite an accomplishment for me. I think that is actually one of the biggest things in my life that I accomplished. And also maybe marrying my husband is also another really great accomplishment. We are very, very different people, and for us to have a life together, it's also a good accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. What is success to you?
Success is to be happy and to do the things that I really want to do and to do it together with people that I like. And success is also actually sending invoices, because then people would actually pay me to do stuff that I really like, and then I can send them an invoice and they transfer money to my bank account. I think that is a pretty amazing equation when it works.
What has been the greatest challenge you have to overcome?
My greatest challenge. One very big challenge was to learn German when I moved to Austria, because before I didn't know any German except for ich heiße Evelina and ich bin ein Kartoffel. And to struggle with the learning in the beginning, I took several parallel classes and I just indulged. I started to read Harry Potter like the week that I moved to Austria, because there was a new book coming out then in German. And then I could follow the progress during the year, because the first page was like, took me 1 hour or even more to read, and I didn't know one single word on that page. And then I read this book throughout the year, and I noticed that I was becoming better and better and better. And basically my method is still just to speak, even though I don't know exactly what I'm saying and the bloody verbs come out the wrong way. It's quite an accomplishment to be able to speak another language which you haven't had from birth.
What has been a defining moment in your life?
Defining moments. That is a very interesting question, because I don't think, I mean, I've probably had defining moments, but my life has more been based on processes, that I've started on some kind of path and followed that because I thought it was interesting and people encouraged me to follow it. But the defining moments have maybe been more, I don't know, when I was doing theater, that people applauded and thought that I was funny, or when I was doing a lot of show jumping with the horses, that I actually had some success. I think I'm quite driven in that aspect, that when I see that something is working and I see that things are moving my direction, or the direction I want to, that I'm striving for, and I get that feedback from other people, that can be more defining moments. I don't know. It's a difficult question. I think maybe one defining moment, so at least in retrospect, was when I was blessed by an elephant in India, because that is now the logo of the Good Tribe. And I've had a lot of very positive elephant experience in my life. Not a lot, but a few, enough. Those can, at least like when I look at them now, they can be defining moments because they were kind of on this path showing that I was moving in the right direction. It is very interesting to think about defining moments, because I'm also not a believer in breakthroughs. I believe that there is a lot of hard work and that you can get rewarded by it, but it's seldom that you just start something and then you're extremely successful and very good at it. But it's really, for me, it's really about building on those processes and seeing what's working, what's not working, what is fun, where do I feel comfortable, where can I also move out of my comfort zone, and it still feels, maybe I'm scared, but it still feels that it's actually the right direction. This is the direction I want to go, even though sometimes it freaks me out. And I think also I'm getting more aware of this right now, that I maybe need to move even more or even further out of the comfort zone for big things to happen.
What fuels your creativity?
It can be a lot of different things. Sleep is very important. Food, I'm hungry right now. Also to go running. I run a lot. To do yoga, to spend time with my husband, to spend time with my family, my friends, and also I think also sometimes to work really hard, to really indulge in something, and then you see that this, whatever it is that I'm describing or that text that I'm writing, can also kind of spur me to go deeper into that topic, or to look for other solutions or whatever it is. So sometimes it can be really relaxing, but sometimes it can also be really diving into problems and trying to solve them. And also incredibly important is to work with people that can spur my own creativity. So because I know also that I'm good at what I do, but I'm even better when I do it together with other people, because we can complement each other in a way that my brain could never fit. And it's not a goal that I should be good at everything, but really to work with people that can complement me and that can spur me and challenge me and help me develop me.
What would you like to achieve with your life?
I want to be happy. I think that is, I mean, without happiness, I've seen that enough around me, also close up in my family, that if you're not happy and content with what you're doing, through depression or disease or whatever, life can also end, which is a horrible, horrible situation. And I think I want to have a stable ground in my life. I think that is very important. To have a family that I can trust and where I can return, where things get rough, whatever happens. To have some kind of stable finances. Right now I don't, and it's okay for now. But to have some kind of stability, happiness, and also a lot of room for adventure in my business life and my personal life.
What advice would you give to aspiring talents?
To start, to not wait for somebody to grab your hand, because that hardly ever happens, but to really get out there and start and try and fail and have success, and really to experiment, I think, what works, what doesn't work, and also to be very cautious with financial risk. I think that is very important. That's at least very important for me, not to be able to gamble all your money into something that is very insecure, but to start with means that you have and collaborate with other people to make your initiative grow, and to take care of yourself also. For me, that's the running, the yoga, the sleeping, the eating, and spending time with my friends, maybe watching some TV series, Facebooking, whatever. All those are really incredibly important elements. But back to the taking care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nothing is going to work. Nothing at all.
What is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen?
Wow. One thing that was incredibly beautiful was in a temple in the south of India. We were sitting having a picnic behind the temple, and we were looking into this valley. It's a huge mountain on one side and some kind of hills on the other side. And then the shepherds were returning because it was close to sunset. And the shepherds were returning with their cows or goats or whatever they had. And we just sat there and looked, and we realized that because there were no antenna, no nothing, no skyscrapers, no nothing, and it could have been that we sat there 3,000 years ago, and it would probably have looked very similar in this space. And that was incredibly fascinating, to be part of some kind of time, but it could have been 100 years ago or 200 years ago or whatever. It probably looked the same, and that kind of makes you feel, or made me feel kind of small, because it's like my lifetime is the blink of an eye in the entire history of our universe or whatever. Very, very beautiful experience, and also the colors of the sunset, and oh my God, the nature.
What would you do if you have only 30 days to live?
I would visit all my family, I think. Or maybe for once that they could come to me. Yeah, I think I would spend time with my family, watching all the True Blood TV series sequels again. I don't know. I think I would cry also a lot. I think I would be incredibly sad, because I don't think that my life should end now. I mean, life and death, it's so incredibly fragile. Anything can happen at any time. But I'm definitely ready. I'm definitely not ready to leave Earth right now. So I think I would be kind of devastated as well. But yeah, of course, important time to spend with your family and friends and people that matter a lot to you.
So who has influenced you?
My father has influenced me a lot. I think I grew up in an entrepreneurial, creative family, and my dad had an advertising agency, and he always kind of took his business challenges to the dinner table, and from I don't know, since the age of I was very small, we've always been discussing business and solutions and ideas and visions at the dinner table. So he influenced me a lot in the way that I'm thinking, and also, I mean, in my DNA, who I am, whether I want it or not. And another person that also influenced me a lot is Seth Godin. I'm a huge Seth Godin fan, because I really like the way that he can be very harsh in asking, why are you actually doing what you're doing? Is it really worth doing what you're doing? And if it is worth doing what it is that you want to do or what you're doing, then go ahead and do it, and properly, not some kind of middle way, but really, really go ahead and do it and make a difference. And also make this difference for the people that care about you and what the difference or your cause is, and not for the people that don't care or couldn't care less, or are skeptic, or want to take them to take you down with them. I think that is also a way of staying motivated over a longer period of time, of really doing stuff for the people that care.
So what inspires you?
I think a lot of different things can inspire me. I like reading success stories from other people or seeing success stories. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're super rich or anything, but to see that people are moving forward. There is, for example, a group of women in the US that they have a blog. Like, it's called A Beautiful Mess. And I'm not that much interested in decorating your house and stuff, but I think that there are two sisters that are the main drivers of A Beautiful Mess, and how they support each other on all kinds of social media, from Instagram to they have an enormously popular blog, how they develop their business, and also how their friends help them develop this business is really, really inspiring, I think, because it's such a well-coordinated, or at least that's what it looks like from the outside, such well-coordinated teamwork. That really inspires me. There is also another group of women that have different blogs that have started the Blog Academy. And I'm not into blogging either, but I think also in that case it's incredibly interesting to see other people move forward with their business, and even more if they've from the beginning somehow describe what their goal is, and to see how that is moving forward. I think that is really inspiring to me.
So what is your dream?
My dream is to build the Good Tribe to a big, ever-changing organism that can really make a difference in the world, that really can create a zero-waste society, that really can create passion for sustainability. That would be awesome if I, together with the people that I work with, could achieve that. To really have the Good Tribe as a very strong brand in the middle, and then to nurture businesses around us that can become independent over time, and that we all can be part of the Good Tribe universe. That we can be the Good Tribe, exactly what the name says.
So at the end, the last question is not the question. It's just an open space for whatever comes.
Okay. Okay. I think that Gayatri and I have really been through a lot. Gayatri is my co-founder of the Good Tribe, and we started out not knowing each other very well, and then we went on a trip to India. I visited her and her friend's family in India, and we really got to know each other, and we've really gotten to know each other's dark sides and bright sides, and I think it's incredibly important to take care of each other, and also maybe not to be afraid of working with friends, because that is something that if you read like tips on how to become a successful entrepreneur or whatever, that you are the people say don't work with your friends because you're going to tear each other's eyes out before somebody can say success. And I think basically all of my life I've been working with friends in the projects where I've felt really good and where we've achieved a lot together. Because it's really, I mean, we spend so much time working, and whether it really feels like working or not doesn't matter, but we spend a lot of time in office buildings, and why not spend that time with friends when you have the opportunity to spend, I mean, a lot of time with your friends? That's awesome. And then maybe also not forget that, I mean, maybe you have a husband or wife at home and pay them some attention as well, of course. And I mean, I grew up in a family business, so I've seen also that it can work to work together with people that you also spend a lot of time with in general. So yeah, go ahead and do it. Start now.
Super. Your dream works. Thank you.